Hi, this is Tracy at TierraCast. We're loving wire bracelets, and we've got a couple of fairly quick and easy ideas to show you using 16 gauge artistic wire craft wire and TierraCast components. We'll show you how to make our bird in a tree bracelet and our equality bracelet. First up, bird in the tree. To make the bird in a tree bracelet, we need one bird in a tree link, one fat bird charm, a couple of size 6 seed beads, and some 16 gauge wire. We'll also need a bracelet mandrel or other approximately 2-inch round form, some round nose pliers, chain nose pliers or nylon jawed pliers if you have them, flush cutters, and a cut burr or emery board. First, determine how big you want your bracelet to be. I'm shooting for a 7-inch bracelet, so I need about 8 inches of wire. The first thing I'm going to do is curve that wire around my mandrel. Then I'm going to grasp one end about 3/4 from the end with my round nose pliers, and I'm going to use the wide end. And then curve that wire up over the pliers. But don't pinch it down all the way. Now I'm going to add my bird in a tree link. And I want to make sure that I've got it positioned so that it's going to be right side up when I'm wearing my bracelet. Then I'm going to add one of my beads, a charm, and the second bead, and then pinch that closed. Now at the other end of the wire, I'm going to grab it with my round nose pliers again, up at the wide end, and just curve that over about halfway. Now I'm going to check that. I need to be able to hook that into the link while I'm wearing it. This looks a little bit long, so I'm going to trim just a little off. And then I'm going to curve the end of, or take my cut burr and file the end of that wire. And you can see that my bracelet is kind of misshapen right now, so I'm just going to take my mandrel, kind of reshape my wire a little bit. And there we go, the bird in a tree bracelet. Now I'll show you the equality bracelet. For this I need my love link, my equality charm, some size 6 seed beads, 2x2mm crimp bead, a couple of 5mm jump rings, and my 16 gauge wire. My link is a little over 1.5 inches long, and I use some nylon bracelet bending pliers to give it just a very gentle curve. I need an extra 1/2 inch at each end of the wire for the simple loops, so I've cut a piece of wire about 6.5 inches long. The first thing I'll do is use a cut burr to round the ends of my wire just a little bit. Then I'm going to use the bracelet mandrel to form that into a curve. Now I'm going to bend one end of the wire up about 1/2 inch from the end and use my round nose pliers to form a simple loop. I want that simple loop to be in line with the curve of the bracelet. Now I'm going to string on my charm, and my beads. And my crimp bead. Now there can be some variation in craft wire and crimp beads, so make sure that the crimp bead you're using will fit on your wire. Then I'm going to slide all those into place. I'm going to close my loop here a little bit. It's still a little bit open. My beads are in place, and I'm going to use crimping pliers or just a pair of chain nose pliers to just pinch that crimp bead a little bit to secure it to the wire. Keep everything from sliding. Now I'm going to grab a 5mm jump ring and attach my link to that loop. And I'm going to attach the other jump ring at the other end. Now I'm going to repeat the simple loop process at the other end of the bracelet. I'm going to bend that up about 1/2 inch from the end and use my round nose pliers. I want it to be a fairly large loop, so I'm working up at the wide end of the plier jaws. But this time I'm not going to close the loop all the way. I want to leave a little bit of a gap so that I'll be able to hook that around the jump ring at the end of the link. And then I can use my mandrel and my fingers to reshape my bracelet, get it back into a nice round shape. And we're all done. There's so much more you can do with artistic wire in TierraCast. We changed up this technique just a little bit and added a lobster clasp in this version. And here we used a different link and colorway and added some of our spacers. We varied this project's simple loop technique to create this bangle with our infinity leak and some spacers. And we used Beadalon's wire bracelet jig to make this adjustable bangle embellished with charms. We hope you liked these projects. You can download instructions for both of these on our website, where you can also find many more design ideas. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming videos. Thanks for watching.